From a personal standpoint, you know, being a member of the leadership and a mentor at the convention, you know, our community is full of kids that are just kind of figuring themselves out. And so even at the volunteer level, we see on a regular basis, you know, these 14, 15, 16-year-old kids that are coming to us and saying like, how do I tell my parents who I really am? And we sometimes see that doesn't always go the way that we all hope that it might, right? And so knowing that there's a space in Atlanta that is a, you know, safe place for these kids to go if their families don't receive them the way that we hope that they will, and knowing that we're making that space a little bit brighter by, you know, working with you guys to include a gaming space in the facility. You know, obviously it's not fixing the big problem, but I think it offers a sense of peace to these kids and some sense of normalcy, and I think that's really important.
It's one thing for the young people who walk in this door to know that the people who are working directly with them care. It's a completely different thing to know that people who don't know them as well as we do care also. Because a lot of times it is, no one cares about me. When organizations come in and they donate things or time, it shows, okay, maybe there is someone that cares about me that doesn't know me. And sometimes that little bit of care is the motivation that they need to continue going.
So talking with Johnny kind of earlier in the year, we had agreed that for Anime Week in Atlanta, it was really important that we're serving the Atlanta community. And so CGN was really instrumental in kind of doing the research and finding Chris 180 and helping us partner with CGN and Chris 180 to make this happen.
What it means to me is, like, it gives me a chance to build a better bond with my peers. I know there are a lot of other gamers in here, like games like I do, and it just gives me that extra excitement. It gives me the energy to come in here.
I don't know, I think that's one of the things that often gets overlooked when you think about helping out homeless communities or underserved communities is, you know, a lot of times people are like, all right, well, food, clothes, things like that. And then they don't think about like, hey, you deserve a birthday cake and you deserve a chance to like relax and have fun and just be a normal person.
Gaming is all about community. It's not just games where we all sit around and try to save the princess or whatever. You know, it's also a release of tension and anxiety and stress. I think it's 1 in 4 kids that deal with stress and anxiety over the last couple years have shown to reduce that by playing video games.
I game myself. On my difficult days at work, I go home and 30 minutes on my own PlayStation 5. But it's a release. It allows you to kind of detach from the reality of what could be going bad in life. For our clients, most of them are 18 to 26. When you're in that age range, gaming is something that is normal for you. And if you're newly experiencing homelessness, then that means you went from likely gaming all the time to not really having that luxury at all. We add that sense of normalcy back. Every Friday here we have Relaxation Friday. We play pool, we have board games, we have cards, and we now have gaming, like video games. So for us, it's allowing them to, you've done all of this work all week. This is the reward. This is the payoff of, okay, now, woosah, deep breath, relax.
We're all human beings. I think we all want to be treated the exact same way as, you know, the richest person in the world or somebody who doesn't have anything. We all want to be treated equally. And I think that's what Chris 80 brings to everybody, is the ability to feel normal. And that's important to us.
What you all did was amazing. Thank you so much for that, because you allowed us to give them something that we don't necessarily always have the funding to do in the nonprofit world. It is because of the generosity of other organizations or other corporations or other individuals that we are able to do what we do for these young folks?
I would say it's like a sense of relief, like a separation from what's out there and what's in here. It's like, okay, so you know you have all these different responsibilities, different stress, and all these things that's like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. But here it's like, okay, well, you have to do this and we're gonna help you do this, but at the end of the day, don't kill yourself stressing out about this. Like, try to relax, try to take yourself out of that situation for a little bit. Like, you're here, you're safe, you're all right. Let's have some fun, let's hang out, let's be like communal, So I would say it's definitely a sense of relief and a sense of like stress relief, definitely.
Thank you, CGN and AWA, for donating this gaming system, the TV, the entertainment system, your time, your energy, and your well wishes.
So Charlotte Gamers is all about inclusivity and not just finding one demographic a part of the US. They look at every facet of the US. And I think what's nice about that is that they constantly are out driving, flying, being a part of every community event that they possibly can to help strengthen it. And I think you would not be disappointed to work with them.
I mean, I'd like to say thanks. Like, it's awesome what you guys do. We really appreciate kind of the sense of community that you brought to us and that you're helping to bring here. And we see that that's kind of what you do everywhere you go, right? Is you're helping improve the community, and that's super valuable, and we appreciate that, and we love that you're doing that, and are excited to partner with you about it.
Thank you, CGN, for working with AWA in 2024, and we look forward to the future relationship that we have.
Thank you, CGN, and thank you, AWA.
I'd like to thank CGN for providing the consoles and TV and equipment that they have, and I can't wait for everyone to have a great gaming experience, become closer together, and enjoy themselves.
To have that sense of, someone's going to care for me, even in a world where it's clear that no one cares about you, it's a really powerful thing. It's a godsend for me.